What's going on, guys? My name is Orokaboss. Welcome to today's matchup. Now today we are leading Bretonnia again, and we are up against a very creative, a very interesting Skaven list. And let's cut the crap and just introduce my opponent's army. So I'm not sure whether this is like a new idea, but I definitely think this has a lot of potential. And he is actually rocking gutter runners with poison, and it's actually 5 of them, and including 1 regular gutter runners. So 5 gutter runners, oh actually, okay, 4 gutter runners with poison and 2 gutter runners. Now these guys can effectively kite cavalry. That's to my surprise, but they're not gonna completely kite cavalry because eventually cavalry is gonna do the charge animation, and then they're just gonna get screwed, but they can effectively delay that. And also he's rocking this Regiments of Renown Warp Lightning Cannon. It's called Zap. Okay, anyways, and he's also have a Plague Priest for the summon duty, and the Lord in command here is none other than a kick claw on a Doom Flare, I should say. And yeah, he's actually very capable in melee and has a lot of armor and can dish out a lot of damage. And for the rest of his army consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units of clan rats with spears, with shield, 5 with shield, 5 without. So this guy's clearly specifically built this list for Bretonnia, and I can already tell the strategy. So he vanguard deployed all these gutter runners, try to just basically delay the cavalry, and as the cavalry charging in, they're gonna get snared, they're gonna get poisoned, they're gonna be very slow, and the zap is just gonna zap them down. And the zap is very good because it does the magic ammunition. So basically, each shot is gonna take out cavalry models straight away. So this is definitely very new to me, and I was quite happy to see some creative lists like this, and it's just amazing. And also, I have to comment that clan rats with spears are fantastic against cavalry. Like they're dirt cheap, they are very effective, and they have the number advantage, of course. So my opponent is actually rocking 1745 units. That's without any Skaven slaves, which is just amazing. Alright, so I myself is rocking 1322 units, so it's not too shabby at all. And my infantry consists of mostly peasant mobs, and 5 of them, and also 5 of the spearmen and arms with spears, of course. And the caster is none other than a damsel with Lord of Heaven, and she is actually rocking Power Stone, Scrub Shielding, Chain Lightning. That's something I really like against Skaven, and Wind Blast. And for my cavalry, that's my heavy hitter department. I'm rocking Grill Knights times 3 and Knights of Iron times 3. Yeah. So on the right flank, I have 2 Grail Knights and 1 defenders. So basically, these guys are heavy hitters. On the left flank, I have Knights of Iron times 2 and 1 Grail Knights. And leading the way on the battlefield on his trusted hippogriff is King Luan Liang Kerr, and he is actually rocking pretty much all his kit. Sword of Crown, Lion's Shield, very good against Skaven. Stand Your Ground, Foe Seeker, Beloved Sons of Bretonnia, and I couldn't stress more importance of this ability. I think Beloved Sons of Bretonnia is actually one of the best skills from Luan's kit, in my opinion though. And it is champion, and that's it. Alright, so let's see how this battle is gonna unfold. So right from the get-go, I already know that I popped the Lion's Shield to just waste some ammunition of the scatter runners. They're not gonna do any damage to me. And then incoming Ikki Claw, and he's actually gonna pop that spell on me quite soon. But right now, as you can see, King Luanian is actually having a world of trouble catching those gut runners, because they do poison attack, and they can catch, and they can snare you as well. And now, this is what I talked about. If you are not paying attention, and those knights actually got into the charge formation, you are screwed. And this is something my opponent did not count. And also, there's a huge slope here, which means those zap is gonna get in range to fire into this knights unit. But here, these grenades is actually getting kited quite effectively by the other gut runner with poison, which is kinda awkward for me. But now, incoming another charge, diving right into those gut runners with poison, and this time they're gonna get caught, which is fantastic. And those Knights of Variance making a lot of value already. And here, my Knights actually caught these guys as well. So I would definitely say that my opponent maybe, I'm gonna slow down things a little bit. So my opponent maybe Vanguard deployed this gutter runners a little bit too much, like it's just too much distance between the main army and where he Vanguard deployed. Like this distance, they're not gonna outrun those cavalry. That's why 3 of them already got caught. Actually, this another one got caught already, and I think that one already got wiped out by my defenders. So 4 of the gutter runners already kind of offline at the moment. 1 of them completely shattered. 3 of them got caught, and 2 of them took some very heavy casualties. But my Grown-Knights actually suffered a lot. I believe this unit is actually getting focused on by those zap. So they actually got zapped down pretty hard here, and there's nothing I can do about it. And also here, King Luan is actually getting holding warp gate operated. So basically, there's a net, and King Luan just can't move. But at the same time, as my knights coming in, all my infantry are also pushing forward as well. And fighting this kind of battle is just basically like, because these gutter runners are basically like Way Watchers, but with less damage. So when you play Bretonnia against Wood Elves, you always need to use your cavalry to effectively catch those Way Watchers, and it's basically the same thing, except that gutter runners can slow you down, and they don't do as much damage as those Way Watchers. And then right now, all my cavalry is actually getting chipped out quite handily. But the thing is, King Luan is gonna push in soon, and also I have 2 knights looking to dive in as well. So, and also all these knights are diving as well. But everything here is actually, oh, that's a chain knightling. We're gonna see all its glory. There you go. It's going to the wrong direction though, so that's not gonna be very good. But Knights of Aaron is pushing into the zap as well, which is fantastic. And the cavalry is actually chasing down everything, and there's a wind blast right onto these clan rats and take half HP of them. And as King Luan is getting focused down by another Howling Orc upgraded, I think right now everybody, King Luan is still not into that Beloved Sons of Bretonnia HP yet, but I think now, yep. Okay, I'm gonna slow down things a little bit. So now King Luan got focused down really hard and is below half HP. And look at the stats of the Squirrel Knights. Amazing. Everybody gets the Beloved Sons of Bretonnia, and they just get instantly like sterilized, I should say. And by the way, my knights are doing a lot of chaos at the back line, even though my opponent brought 10 spears. 10 spears, but my knights are just basically ping-ponging between infantries. And also, I would like to mention that I still have 4 infantry units ready to pour in from this side, and also I have 2 more infantry about to pour in from this side, and defenders are about to dive in as well. So yeah, right now my knights are actually kind of suffering because they are just fighting by themselves alone at the back. But soon the rest of the Bretonnia is gonna just come in, and the Grey Knights are still fighting, and Necessarian still just ping-pong, which is fantastic. And King Nguyen is just fighting this gigantic horde of rats back himself, and their summons, and also alongside his trusted Grey Knights, of course. And these knights are really outnumbered, even here. But there's another Chain Knightling. Like, this is just fantastic view of the battlefield. And Chain Knightling, Wind Blast, you name it, you got it. And now Bretonnia infantry coming in. It's about time. And Chain Knightling actually hurt a little bit of my knights as well, which is unfortunate. But now it looks like Bretonnia is actually coming on top. There you go. There's another charge, sending some rats to fly. And King Nguyen's right here, and knights are right here, and all the infantry are here. And suddenly on the battlefield there are more farmers than the rats, which is very odd, to be honest. There you go. Look at all these farmers coming in. They were all relatively healthy, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is like a gigantic horde of farmers with pitchforks and stuff. It's just such an amazing view to see, by the way. And of course, Grey Knights are still online, and yeah, King Nguyen diving once again. And right now on the battlefield is pretty much all Bretonnia. All the rats actually died out, and we got a mass shatter going, and that's it. That's the game. So we have managed to kill 1127 rats, and we net 657 rats went away, but that's alright. So that's the nature of the rats. They just ran away very fast. And look at the kills on those Grey Knights. One of them got really focused on. I know that because the Zap actually was focusing on this one unit the entire game. So they did not perform that well, I should say. But they also got 2 Chevron, and they killed 52 units. So they did okay. But compared to the other 2 Grey Knights, I mean, these 2 Grey Knights combined together killed almost 600 units by themselves. That's just the value of the Grey Knights. Amazing, amazing stuff. Even they are fighting clan rats. And also defenders did fantastically, and those 2 Knights of Iron actually performed relatively well, and both of them actually racked up more kills than Grey Knights, which is fantastic. And look at my infantry. This is why at the end of the game, all you can see on the screen Bretonnia farmers, because none of my infantry unit actually got hurt that much. They just came in really late, but they did their job while just basically wiping out all the remaining force of my opponent. And King Nguyen was just there to tank shots the entire game, pretty much. My opponent actually tried so hard to snipe King Nguyen with that net, but the thing is, King Nguyen is very resilient, and also when you fail to snipe King Nguyen, everybody else gets the beloved sons of Bretonnia, which means everybody else is just gonna be like drinking steroids. Especially as we all know that Grey Knights were amazing already, and now they're drinking steroids, and they're just gonna be even better. So yeah, all to all, I think Jiu 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 actually brought a very, very creative list. I can definitely see the logic behind that list, and I just think that maybe he deployed these gutter runners a little bit too further away from his main party. If these gutter runners didn't get caught initially behind the hill, I think they're gonna end up doing a lot of damage. And Zap, I mean, 18 kills, definitely a little bit underwhelming, but I think probably my opponent needs Console Guard to protect that Zap, because at the end of the day, in order to take out that artillery, I have to send cavalry or maybe Kindun onto the cannon crew, and if you have the council guard to defend, then it's gonna be a pain for Bretonnia to deal with. Anyways, I think all to all, this is a fantastic showcase of each faction, and also this is a fantastic new idea, and I always like to showcase new ideas about how to play a faction, and this is a very, very good example. And hope you guys enjoy the cast. For now, Orokaboss signing off.